Smart accounts, or account abstraction, can be difficult to wrap your head around, but once you do, it's extremely powerful. Our goal in this video is to use Stackup's Quick Start Guide to create a smart account and send a transaction. We will then sponsor a transaction using a paymaster and pay for gas with ERC-20 tokens. First, go to the Stackup documentation at docs.stackup.sh and enter the Quick Start Guide. Clone the examples repository to your computer, enter the newly created ERC-4337 examples directory, and install the dependencies with yarn install. This installs a node package called userop.js and a bunch of other scripts, which helps you build user operations for smart accounts. If you've already done some reading into ERC-4337, you'll know that user operations are the name of ERC-4337 transactions. And if you haven't done any reading into ERC-4337, well, now you know that user operations are the name of ERC-4337 transactions. You will now need to set up your local configuration. Run the command yarn run init in your terminal to create a configuration file called config.json. Let's open it. There are a few presets in here that you can read about in the Getting Started guide, but all you'll need to do is change this first line, the RPC URL. The RPC URL is the location of the bundler and node you will use to access the blockchain. To get one, go to app.stackup.sh and create an account. You'll be prompted to create a new node instance. Let's use the Polygon Mumbai testnet. Make sure that it is set to the latest version, since only the latest one will be compatible with the default settings in the configuration file. Now that you have your instance, you can click the little document emoji and copy the node URL. It may look a little different for you, so just find the node URL. Paste this into your config.json file and save it. You are now all set up and ready to create an account. The account we will create is called Simple Account. It is a simple account developed by the Ethereum Foundation and is easy to use. One nice thing about ERC-4337 is that account addresses are counterfactual. That means that you can calculate them and use them before you even deploy the account. So to get the address of your smart account, just run the command yarn run simple account address. Again, this account is not created yet, but you can still send tokens to this address. Let's fund the account with a faucet. Navigate to faucet.polygon.technology and grab some tokens. Select Matic token, paste your newly created address, and submit. Let's grab some ERC-20 tokens too. You can confirm that you received the tokens by searching your address in a block explorer, in this case Polygon Scan. You can see here that we have 0.2 Matic, which is plenty enough for our first transaction. We'll use the command yarn run simple account transfer, use the to flag to select an address to transfer the tokens to, in this case our own account, and the amount flag to send some Matic. When you execute this command, a user operation is created, sent to the ERC-4337 bundler network, and forwarded to the blockchain. Because this is the first time this account is making a transaction, it is automatically created as the transaction is sent. And there you have it. You have now created a simple ERC-4337 account and sent a simple transaction. There are many other functions that you can do, like sending multiple transactions in a single user operation and sponsoring transactions with a paymaster. Let's sponsor transactions with Stackup's Paymaster. The Paymaster feature is only available on paid plans, so be sure to upgrade your subscription if you're on a free one. You can also deploy your own Paymaster and use it on the free plan, but that's hard, so we're not going to do it. Open back up your config.json file. At the bottom of the file, there is a Paymaster object with an RPC URL and context. The RPC URL is, you guessed it, the URL of the Paymaster, and the context specifies what kind of Paymaster you are going to use. You'll need your API key again, so go back to app.stackup.sh, get the Paymaster URL, and paste it into the Paymaster RPC URL field. The context will set to type payag. This specifies that you will use Stackup's pay-as-you-go paymaster, which will just pay the gas fees for nothing in return. Let's save the file with this paymaster configuration set. We can now do a sponsored transaction. Because we have ERC-20 tokens in our account from before, let's try doing an ERC-20 token transfer this time. Type in the command yarn run simple account ERC-20 transfer. Set the token flag to the address of the ERC-20 token, which I'll get from Polygon scan, the to address to ourselves, the amount to 1, and set the with paymaster flag so that the paymaster will sponsor the transaction. Type enter and wait for the user operation to go through. You can confirm the transaction went through on your block explorer using the transaction hash that's returned. Stackup also has a paymaster that can accept ERC-20 tokens to pay for gas fees. If you want to see it for yourself, open the config.json file again, change the context to type ERC-20 token, and token to this testnet token address. Save the file. Now at the time of this video, there is no Stackup paymaster token faucet, so you will need to claim the token manually. Now this is a bit advanced, but we'll go through it quickly. Click the link to the testnet token in the Quick Start Guide, go to the Contract tab, click Write Contract, connect to Web3 to connect MetaMask or another wallet client, expand the mint function, paste your smart account address into the to field, and type 1 million into the amount field for good measure. 1 million is actually just one token because the token has 6 decimals. Click Write and approve the transaction in your wallet. And there you have it. You've now claimed some testnet tokens that you can use to pay the paymaster. You'll now return to your terminal and approve the paymaster to withdraw ERC-20 tokens for gas payment. This approval transaction itself will be paid with the ERC-20 tokens that it is itself approving. So if your account has only ERC-20 tokens in it, it can still send transactions. Now to do this, we will run yarn run simple account ERC-20 approve. Set the token, the spender, in this case the paymaster address, the amount you want the paymaster to be able to withdraw, and of course the with paymaster flag. You can always just paste this from the documentation, so don't worry too much about it. Execute the command, and you will see that a transaction hash is returned, which you can see that the Block Explorer says the paymaster paid the gas and withdrew the ERC-20 tokens from your smart account. Now with this repository, you can also send batched ERC-20 token transfers and do all kinds of other stuff. For more information and tools to improve blockchain transactions, go to our website, stackup.sh.